Hey guys, before I start this video, let me just say I'm sorry for not posting in 2 weeks. I was at camp and I probably should have said that earlier, but I've kind of been off the grid. So anyway, let's get started with the video. Hey everyone, it's Matthew, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make delicious, soft pretzels with a perfect sprinkle of salt on top. And I'm going to be showing you how to make cinnamon bun pretzels. Let's get started. Okay, to start off, we're going to heat up the milk. We don't want the milk to be too hot or else we will kill the yeast, but if it's too cold, the yeast won't activate. So the perfect temperature is just lukewarm, about 110 degrees. Okay, so we just poured the yeast into the milk and we added the sugar because yeast feeds off of sugar, and that's what's going to create the air and make our dough rise. But while the yeast is activating and fermenting, why don't we just start out by mixing our cinnamon and sugar together for our cinnamon bun pretzel. So, now that the yeast is done fermenting, we're just going to add 1 cup of the flour. And that's just to kind of create a paste to prepare the yeast for all the flour and the salt and the butter that we're going to add. Drop it. Okay, so now I'm just adding all the remaining ingredients. And first, I feel like I should have added the butter first, but you know, that's okay. I just added the flour and the salt and then the butter, which was probably not the best idea. So if you're going to make this, I recommend adding the butter first. So now we're just going to knead the dough for a couple minutes just until it's a little bit less tacky than it was before. And kneading the dough just really ensures that you will have a smooth dough because the flour can clump up sometimes. Okay, so now that I'm done kneading my dough, I'm just going to place it into a lightly greased bowl and put a towel over top so there's a steady airflow going into the yeast. Okay, so now that my dough is done rising, I'm just going to punch it down, and that's going to release excess air that is just unneeded. So now I'm just cutting up my dough ball into a couple strips, and that's just going to help me measure how big my pretzels are and just to give me evenly sized pretzels. Twisting the pretzels is the hardest part about making soft pretzels. You start out by making a U shape and then kind of going in like you're going to make a knot, but then twisting and then pushing the little nubs onto the side. I'm sorry if I'm not making sense. It's pretty hard to explain. But yeah, so I'm just going to do all of those pretzels. So you're probably wondering what you're going to be doing with this baking soda and water. And here's what you're going to have to do. You're going to simmer the water just until it's pretty hot, and then add the baking soda. And then just pour it into a shallow sheet tray or baking dish. And so anyway, after that, you dip the pretzel dough into the baking soda solution, and that's going to give the pretzels the iconic color and flavor of a pretzel. Okay, so now I'm just going to put the pretzels into the oven. These pretzels have been baking for 10 minutes at 450 degrees and they're done. They look amazing. There's just one last super easy step. I'm just going to brush the pretzels with butter because butter makes everything better. And it's just going to make the pretzels a little bit more rich. So then I'm just going to put the cinnamon sugar on top of the cinnamon sugar pretzel, and that's it, and they're ready to eat.